Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to all of you for today's session. Students, just let me know whether you people can hear me well. You have to respond me here, please. You can open your mic and talk to me as well. Please, can you hear me well?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. There might be some problems. Some students may not be able to hear me. Just a minute for them. I will be telling. Yes, I think fixed. It is fixed for everyone now. So, students, just 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Because today is the first class, number of students are joining for the first time. Okay, so we will be starting lecture just in 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so thank you for your patience. Just 2 to 3 minutes. Yes, students. Now, so I hope all of you are doing great. Let me introduce myself before coming to the session. This is Hamzah Siddiq, and I have been teaching advanced audit and assurance since last more than 10 years. I have taught, if I say, thousands of students of AAA. That is not wrong, you know. And around one global prize winner, a global, yes, worldwide, and multiple national prize winners. They have been my students. So triple A we will be doing, but before we proceed towards the the discussion of the subject, so I would love to know about you people as well. Words you will be telling me your name and whether you are working or not, and third, whether you are studying AAA P7 first time or second time. So please, One by one, we will proceed with the alphabetic order from the list. So one by one, I would love to know about you people. So the name which is not name, it is the number 23058. Yes, please. Open your mic and introduce yourself, please. Yes, dear.
Hello, sir, and hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm an ACCA student level, and I'm currently working the global business sector in Mauritius.
Right.
And
right.
it is my first time studying for this paper. And my name is Amal.
Okay, right. Okay, right. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So yes, AQ Abdul Qadir. Yes, please. Thank you. Abdul Qadir. Yes, please. What happened? Okay, I think there is some people are leaving and joining again. Some maybe issue. Okay. Yes, the Bharati. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I'm sorry. Yes, please. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Bharati. I'm currently working
Okay. Yes, please. Okay, right. Vikesh or Vikash.
hear me?
Yes, please. Yes, now we can hear you. Yes.
I'm so sorry, it must be the connection.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I'm Bharati. I'm currently working. I'm doing AAA for the first time.
Right. So where are you working?
At IQEQ, Global Business Mauritius.
ICEQ, yes, it's good. Right. Thank you, dear. Yes. The next is Vikesh or Vikash. I'm sorry. Yes, please, dear.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Dia. So it's my first time doing this paper.
Right.
I'm currently working at ACCA in accounting department based in Mauritius.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. The next is boy. I'm sorry. The next, please, dear. Boykunt. I'm unable to pronounce it. Can you please?
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Avanish from Mauritius. I work in the offshore sector as a client, as a senior client accountant. And unfortunately, this is my third attempt. I failed twice at 49%.
Oh, okay. So how did you come to know about us?
Sorry?
How did you come to know about our classes? Someone recommended you?
I know you since long, when you were still in Mauritius.
Okay. Long ago.
Several colleagues of mine who have taken courses with you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
you.
I hope this will be your last attempt with us.
Yeah.
With the AAA.
Inshallah.
Okay. Yes. Next, please, Chandrima. Yes, please.
Hello, my name is Chandrima. I work at Nexia Bacon & Son, which is an audit firm. Well, this is my first attempt.
Okay. First attempt?
Yes.
Okay,
First
good.
time doing the paper.
Yeah, hopefully it will be first and last attempt.
Yes.
It's okay, Abdul Qadir. Yes, Abdul Qadir, now you introduce yourself first in the sequence.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes.
Actually, my name is Abdul Qadir, and I'm from Mauritius, but currently I have moved to Luxembourg. This is my first time doing the advanced audit papers.
Yeah.
I did take tuition from you for the audit assurance paper, and
right.
yes.
Okay. Thank you, dear. Okay, the next is Kamlesh. Yes, dear.
Hello, it's Meenakshi. I'm using my husband's profile.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so it's my first attempt for this paper. I
Right.
did audit with you when you were in Mauritius. And
Oh.
yeah, and I still recall you was explaining to me when I was on the bus.
Okay, I didn't remember. Thank you. You know, such things are wonderful memories to cherish, you know, when students share things like this. Okay, thank you. Yes,
Thanks.
the next is Satyam. Yes, please. No, your voice is too low, dear. No, we can't hear you. You can type your introduction if you can, if there is a voice issue. Okay, you can type in the chat box. Meanwhile, we hear Varun. Yes, Varun, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
My name is Varun.
Yes.
I work as an auditor Mauritius, and
Right.
actually, I was in your last AFM session for the December
Okay.
sitting. Yeah,
Right.
and
Right.
this
Right.
will be the first time that I'm doing AAA, and
Right.
this will be my last paper before finishing ACCA. Yeah,
Yeah. Hopefully, this will be
hopefully.
your last attempt too.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Thank
Right,
you.
students. Now, wonderful. You know, the student, the Kamlesh wife, she made my day actually by sharing, you know, such good memories, sweet memories, you know. Anyway, so let us proceed towards just 1 minute. Let me share my iPad screen with you people, and so that we can start discussing advanced audit and assurance. Yes. So, oh, okay, Satyam. Okay, it's not first attempt, 2 option paper. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Satyam. So we will have a wonderful time, I hope, during the session. Okay, and memorable as well. Now, so then, the point is AAA, advanced. You have not received, I know, you have not received the note, you have not received the course plan. The reason is that I was updating it last night even. You see, there are 10 questions given, practice questions. So I was trying to add 3-4 more questions. So maximum, so that you need not to consult any exam kit, right? So this is my target, that these are, so I will try minimum 4 questions or more, so that it becomes a wonderful note come exam kit for you people. You need not to consult any kit after that. Okay, now, so that's why, so you will get in 1 or 2 days maximum. Okay, now, that will be uploaded on the website in itself. Now, so students, AAA. The AAA, the subject is quite interesting subject. What does your examiner say about? Yes, examiners say that what are the competencies required to pass this paper? The first thing is that is good technical knowledge. So knowledge is the first step. Knowledge of what? Financial reporting, accounting standards. Good. Because now the students, the point over here is, why financial reporting knowledge? Student, audit of financial statements. We have to do that. And when we do audit, so basically Basically, we are checking financial statements that have been prepared as per relevant IFRS or not. So good technical knowledge of IFRS is required. Now, the second is, yes, in this, I will add the technical knowledge of audit subject, AAA content as well, technical knowledge. So the first thing is, first thing first. So what do you need? You need technical knowledge. We say conceptual knowledge basically, right? Conceptual knowledge. First thing, which is required to pass the paper. Second, you must be able to apply the knowledge to specific circumstances of the scenario. Yeah. So application of, oh, it is not visible. I need to change the color. Just a minute, please. Yes, now it will be good. So application of, second is application of knowledge. To scenarios. Second stage, having conceptual knowledge. Second, application of knowledge to specific scenarios. And third case, what is that? That you need to read and address requirement and answer, which I normally say in one line, that is, you need to demonstrate application of knowledge as per examiner requirement and guidance. Yeah. So 3 stages. Knowledge is foundation, base, that you know something conceptually, which is you required to have knowledge about. Second, you read scenarios and you are able to apply your knowledge to scenarios. You're able to apply your knowledge to scenarios. Okay, that you're reading scenarios, say, okay, this is audit aspect. This is audit risk. This is the procedure to be written. This is the evidence to be obtained. You know, apply. When we ask you, you can tell at least verbally that this is the solution, this is the problem, this is the auditing issue. And the third stage is here. What is the third stage? Very important. That is demonstration of application of knowledge. If I say in 2 words, that is called answer drafting skill. You need, whatever you know, whatever you are applying, you must be able to demonstrate in front of examiner when you are drafting answer. If you are unable to draft answer as per that, whatever knowledge you have, you will not score mark. So knowledge, application of knowledge, and demonstration. Any level, if you miss, that will create problem. Of course, this is the excellence. First step, second step, and third step. Now, so students, your exam has 2 sections, you know. $50 marks, section A, section B, 50 marks. Now further, there is a further category now, which students now get, basically, they get intimidated. They get threatened, they feel pressure. What is the pressure? Mr. Hamzah, you know, there are 80 marks for knowledge-based and 20 marks for the professional mark. And when this segregation was introduced, so out of this 50, 40 marks are for technical knowledge, 10 for professional skills marks. 20 marks for the technical professional skills marks, 5 marks, and same for it, 20 and 5. In my opinion, examiner has made easy for you. This segregation has made things clearer for the students. Examiner was allocating marks like this before, but they didn't disclose it in this clear way. All these skills were being tested, but they were not explicitly being said by examiner. And because I know, when I was teaching the drafting of answers to the students before these 20 professional marks, we used to tell the same techniques, but we were not using the word professional skills. So that's why I need not to be worried. That is, things have become more clearer. Things have become clearer, easy. Now, next. So let us go to the AAA content, the syllabus content. Yes. Students, advanced audit and assurance syllabus. We can categorize into 2 parts. One is called audit of historical financial information, HFI, which are also called financial statements. We always call them financial statements before. They're called financial statements. Now, from acceptance of audit, planning, evidence, review and report. So audit, plan, acceptance, and audit planning. Second, audit evidence. Then procedure and evidence, which I call collectively. Then is review and report. Review and report. Now, the second is, which I say, that is, the second section is other assignments. Other assignments, what they are? They are assignments other than audit. For example, they are forensic audit, prospective financial information, PFI, social and environmental audit. Then next, audit of performance information of public sector organization. Other assignments, these are. Then due diligence, review, yes, other assignments, they are. The next section is third section. Now I am calling it a section. For the first time, based on recent analysis of examiner's approach, I am declaring it a one full section. Before, I never declared it a separate section. It is ethics and practice management. Ethics and practice management. Codes of ethics. What is part of it? Codes of ethics. Regulatory environment for audit. Professional liability. Professional liability. Number 4, audit quality. Audit quality. Very important section. Very important. From the perspective of examiner, I'm telling you. So, yes. Then I can add that is some examiner articles on current issues. This is your full syllabus. On current issues. So students, the point is AAA, the subject. What is weightage in exam of each section? On average, 10 to 15 marks. On average. Sometime examiner exception may be there. I'm telling you based on past trend. On average, 10 to 20 marks. And here, the remaining weightage, which we can say that it is around 60 to 70 marks. Yes, it is like that. Sometime in some exam paper, examiner has skipped this section. Some. but it is not mandatory that it will be skipped in every paper. It happens. So one part maybe sometimes they test from article up to 10 marks. Normally they can, means whenever they test off and on from it. Now, so this is your syllabus. Students, now what is the course plan? Course plan will be uploaded on the website today itself. You will have access to it. Today we are starting. Okay, now. So what we will be doing today? We will be introduction of syllabus, paper pattern, regulatory environment for audit. We will be doing audit process. We will be doing today, discussing today. And the maximum this, I'm telling you, this audit methodology, two-time mentioned, but basically it should be here. Should be here, because then this lecture becomes full lecture. The remaining are wonderful plan in front of you people. Total 17 lectures have been planned. 17. And I have mentioned that additional practice session can be arranged. If they are arranged, my first choice will be that I arrange them on off day, on Sunday. My first preference will be that. And if they are conducted, additional session, I will communicate to you people. Okay? Based on, because I will continuously review my speed, the course space, and other things when I will be discussing in the class. Now, next. So let us proceed further. Yes. Okay, how we will be proceeding? As I told you, there are three elements: knowledge, application, and third is practice, answer drafting. Third is the answer drafting. I have told you the three basically aspects, and we will try our best to do maximum to work on all three aspects. Yes. Now, so students, one point. Notes I am giving you, I'm updating. Yes, these notes are more than sufficient. But some students say, sir, which book we should study? I want to purchase a book for their own satisfaction. Okay, choice is yours. You can buy any Kaplan or BPP. My notes are concise, to the point, contain practice questions. Kit is not required. Exam kit is not needed at all. Because whatever is required to prepare for exam, that will be part of my notes. Okay, and notes will be available to you most probably, notes by Monday, this Monday, maximum. Now, students, I will be advising you that how to proceed with us to maximize chances of getting passed. your time slot class for the class is fixed. The first tip is never miss a live class. Never miss. Unless it is unavoidable for you, it happens sometimes, emergencies are there, some accidents, God forbid, they are there, then you have to miss. Of course, that is something logical. Second, today, after the class, the way I have made a course plan, you make your self-study plan. And find slots, allocate time slots. Six hours per week for self-study. Per week. Allocate. Just like you have decided that I have to go to the office, at this time I wake up, at this time I must be in bus or my car or office van or office bus, whatever it is. Similarly, make self-study plan. Allocate time slots. Otherwise, it is not going to happen. I'm telling you. Now, these two things. And third, when you do this, stick to plan and prepare work on lectures on a regular basis. If you do not do this, you do procrastination. Okay, I'll do. Okay, today is the some friends are going out. I have class. Okay, friends are going out. Okay, I should leave the class. Okay, Mr. Hamzah provide the video recording as well. I can cover. If you start doing this, this is a trap. I'm telling you. It is trap. You're being trapped. I will do, okay, at the weekend, next week. Okay, 2 videos I can watch. You are seriously in trouble. It's been 5 years. 5 years I have running this my online platform. And I know based on, and we have taught thousands of students online. I'm telling you, every session we have hundreds of students in our batches, and we have 30 different classes running on right now. 23, sorry, means up to 30 classes. And we know based on data, data speaks itself. You know that this is the era of data. The students who do this, their chances of failing exam become remote. Remember that now. But if you do not change your previous behavior, don't expect a different result. I'm sorry to be this blunt now, but truth is always blunt, Next. So how we will be starting? I'll be discussing with you today this as per plan, regulatory environment for audits. Then I will come to the acceptance of audits. This one. Then we will discuss all these, and it will take a lot of time. Similarly, 60 to 70% time of the session it will take. and so on. Now, anyone, any question before I proceed? Anyone, any question before I proceed? Tell me, please. You know, I believe in two-way communication. I love that. So this is the problem in the live class, in the online class, that we cannot see I cannot read your facial expression, right? So I cannot understand. You are in problem. You are getting understanding. Because when you are in a class, living in a classroom, and being a teacher, I normally try to read what is written on the face of a student. Here I cannot. So you have to cooperate with me and respond actively. Okay? Now, so we are starting the regulatory environment for audit. So basically, regulation of audit. Students, prospective financial information. Prospective financial information. Okay, welcome. So regulatory environment for audits. Students, regulation. What is meant by regulation? Control, monitoring, supervision, direction to some extent. So how the audit profession is being regulated? Regulatory environment. Audit, the first question is why to regulate audits? My question from you. Tell me. Why to regulate audit profession? You can open your mic. Talk to me frankly. I'm all ear. Yes, please. Silence. Why? All of you are professionals working. You should know why to regulate audits. You should know. Yes.
So we need to follow ISAs.
Okay, one answer. Okay, I appreciate. At least you responded.
Sir, to make sure that auditors are independent, competent, we're following the best code of practice.
Okay, so the one thing, okay, again it is a regulation of audit. So I think why it is happening. The question is there, students. Now,
Because of material misstatements.
okay, I'll explain. Just a minute. Just 1 minute, please. Just give me 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute, please. Just 1 second, please. Okay, now, Suren, listen, please. Listen, please. Audit report, which is the ultimate outcome of audit process. That report is relied upon by so many stakeholders of the company. So many stakeholders of the company. Shareholders view report to decide whether to divest or invest. Bank review whether to give loan or not. Employee review the report, audit report, whether we should find a new job or not. Government reviews as well, taxation authority review as well. Now, so many stakeholders, they are reviewing the audit report and relying that. So many parties placing reliance on the report of auditor. Now, for example, if auditor does not work properly and give audit report on inappropriate work, what will happen? So many stakeholders will be misguided. Their decisions taken on the basis of audit report will become, they will be facing losses, negative consequences. Why? Because they trusted auditor report. In order to avoid this situation, auditor need to be regulated, controlled, directed, that he works properly, so that all the stakeholders of the company are not misguided. Got it? Who are relying on the auditor report, they are not misguided. That's why auditors' work should be regulated, directed, controlled, monitored. Now, next. So, students, how auditor needs to be regulated now? So the answer is there. You have got the answer why to regulate audit. Public at large, so many people, their interests are involved. Now, how the auditor is regulated? The question is, how the auditor is regulated? Yes. I'm sorry, it's cold here, and around 6-7 degrees centigrade or 8 degrees centigrade is temperature. So although I'm sitting in the room, but sometimes it happens. So regulation of audits. Auditor is regulated by one source is national laws and regulation. The country in which auditor is working, their national laws, they dictate auditor. Different laws are there. Starting from eligibility criteria, that who can act as auditor? Who can act as auditor? Eligibility criteria. What is the qualification? Training requirement. Yes. And then there may be multiple laws. For example, if we talk about UK, every country to country, these laws may be different. In the UK, there are certain bodies which regulate auditors. For example, FRC. You need not to memorize it, this part, which I'm explaining now. This is general. Even if they are given in the notes too. Financial Reporting Council is in UK. Okay. Then there is Auditing Practice Board in the UK. Then is Public Interest Oversight Board in the UK. They are all in one aspect or in the other. They are regulating auditor. So national laws and regulation. Second is IFAC, International Federation of Accountants. They regulate auditor. International Federation of Accountants. What is it? IFAC. We know that it is an organization. It is an organization which basically accountancy bodies are member of it. ACCA is member of IFAC. ICAP is ICAW. CIMA. They are all member of IFAC. And IFAC regulate these bodies and their members. IFAC has subcommittee. IAASB, International Audit and Assurance Standards Board. International Audit and Assurance Standards Board. Yes. Subcommittee of IFAC subcommittee. What does it issue? It issues, revises what? Number one, ISA, International Standards on Auditing. International Standards on Auditing. They issue ISAs, International Standards on Auditing. You know what ISAs are? Just like you have studied IFRSs, Financial Reporting Standard. IAS, International Accounting Standard. Similarly, these are standards on auditing. They are step-by-step guidelines to conduct audit of financial statements. Yes. Step-by-step guidance. Now, next. Let us proceed further. Then they issue and revises. You see, they are regulating audits. How? Telling how to audit financial statement. And whatever we will be studying in relation to audit of historical financial statement, let me show you the draft here basically. This one, this audit, they are all ISAs. Yes. They are all ISAs. I hope it is clear. Now, come back to the same page. Yes. The next is they issue and revises ISQCs. What they are? International Standards on Quality Control 1 and 2. International Standards on Quality Control. What they are for. Now you see here, again, it's one way to regulate audit. These are guidances to ensure quality of audit. That audit work being performed is of quality. Guidances to ensure quality of audit. 3. ISREs, International Standard on Review Engagement. Now, review engagement, we have to study what they are and standard on that. Students, these two are part of our syllabus and we have to cover that. You see, auditor is being regulated. Now, second subcommittee of IFAC, that is IESBA. IESBA. What is it? International Ethics Standards Board for Accountants. International Ethics Standards Board for Accountants. Now, what does it do? Students, very good job it does, basically. IESBA Code of Ethics, it issues and improves codes of ethics for accountants. You have studied Code of Ethics, ACCA Code of Ethics before. Now that is IESBA Code of Ethics. How auditor has to conduct, how he has to maintain independence. What are the threats? How to avoid that? Third, regulation of audit. You see here, 1, 2, and third is audit committee. Audit committee is, we know that. Audit committee for any company, it is subcommittee of board of directors of a company, which is being audited by auditor. It regulates auditor as well, to some extent. It regulates how? Deciding. First of all, nominating auditor. Nominating auditor, not appointing, nominating. Appointment is done by the shareholders. Second, determining scope of auditor, scope of work of auditor. One is the scope of work decided by law. In addition to that, if any work has to be done by auditor, audit committee decides that. Yes. Third, it monitors independence of auditor. Yes, auditor is independent of any ethical threat. It ensures, it works for that. Ensures auditor has access to all record of company. Audit committee has so many other roles. Audit committee has so many other roles. These are the roles related to auditor. Audit committee has roles regarding internal auditor as well. Audit committee has roles regarding financial statements of the company as well. Right now, we are specific to the roles regarding auditor. Auditor of financial statements. Now, so 3 sources auditor is being regulated. Is it clear so far? Tell me, please.
Yes, sir.
Good. Wonderful. I appreciate the response through mic when you speak. Good. Now, next. Let us proceed further. Let us proceed further. Students, when we talk about regulation, so international regulation as well, a very important aspect which is related to auditor is money laundering and relevant regulations. Money laundering. Now, all of you are ACCA level 3 students working in different capacity in different organizations. I want to hear from you that what is money laundering? Yes, please.
Make dirty money appear clean.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes, please. More contribution needed from more people. what is money laundering? Please contribute.
Concealment of source of funds of illegally acquired money.
Okay.
Resulting from terrorism activity, drug trafficking, weapon trafficking.
Okay. Okay. Reno, you see here, so many, when we get version from different people point of views, so that things get more clear, So I will explain now. Yes, Abdul Qadir has sent a text in the chat box. Said money laundering. Laundering is basically converting proceeds of crime into legal money. And how you convert? How you convert? Actually, it is also called concealment. Conceal means you try to hide something of origin of money. Origin of money. You performed just like that a student told, smuggling, drug trafficking, bribe, whatever is illegal activity in the country. You raise funds through that. And then you conceal that origin of. Yes, you conceal that. Now, so concealment of origin of money. So let us proceed. So all activities which is related to this, that can be in any way. For example, the famous way to do money laundering. Yes, here it is. Students, that people collect illegal money. The first stage is deposit into, integrate into bank. This stage is called placement. What is the placement? Placement is the stage at first. This is a stage at which the illegal funds enter the financial system for the first time. First entry of illegal money into financial system. That is called placement. That is called placement. And then first illegal fund. Another way, placement. I am running a business. I collect money from illegal sources and I pay some business expenses through that. I pay some illegal money through that money raised. And I don't show that expenses in my account. Now, illegal money entering the legal system. Yes. So then is the layering. Layering means multiple layers of transactions are created. Multiple layers, multiple transactions. Transfer from one account to the other to third, issuing check, deposit, withdrawal, wire transaction. Layering. Large number of transactions or layers. Now, then is integration. Integration. Once it has, so many mess created, deliberately, planned. Now, sending money overseas, bring them back through legal channel. Integration. What is that? Now the money has become legitimate money. It has taken the form of a good shape. Integrate. Now I can invest. I can purchase luxury vehicle, property, etc. So these are the three points: placement, layering, and integration. Now, the next point is anti-money laundering regulation. We will come to that. Student, these three stages are clear to you people? Tell me, is it clear? 3 stages of money laundering.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So students, what I will be doing, it is my habit to have energy booster during class. I will take a short break of 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes break. You also refresh yourself in 8 minutes. I'll be back and I'll be continuing with money laundering, and then we have to go past exam questions. You see, part of notes. So, yes, so see you after a short break. Okay, students, now. So the next topic is, money laundering risk indicator. It is just like that. We know symptoms of COVID-19. Okay. So symptoms of money laundering risk. Now, so then the first is, the first is cash-based excessive transaction. Excessive. The word excessive is important. Now, excessive will be decided based on the circumstances. Secrecy of cash transaction. Companies' transactions, they are not disclosing us. We are asking them again and again. They are not telling us details. The data is not available. Record is not available. Now, the next is repeated deposits and withdrawals just below the monitoring threshold. What is monitoring threshold? Monitoring threshold is the limit. For example, in Pakistan, it is 1 million. That all transactions above 1 million and $10,000 as well, if it is in dollars. Yes. All transactions above these are automatically selected in the sample and that may be tested by the regulatory bodies. Monitoring threshold. So now, if the company is doing transaction for $9,900, okay, majority just below $9,800, they are avoiding. They are trying to bypass that monitoring threshold to avoid money laundering risk indication. Yes. The next is large currency or bearer instrument. What is it? Currency instruments, bearer. You know, the check. Every one of you must know about the check. Check is a cross check, cross check. Cross check on which it is written accounts payee, for example. Okay, only. So if the company is issuing check without this account payee condition, means it can be cashed on a counter. So it will not be traceable who has withdrawn the money and for what purpose they have withdrawn. The problem will be there. Large currency or bearer transaction. And it will become a problem for them. A pattern that after a deposit, the same amount is wired into another financial institution. The same amount is wired. The company, they deposit in one bank, MCB, and then immediately transfer to Standard Chartered Bank online. So basically, they are doing some sort of layering. And excessive use of wires, again, excessive word, depending upon the situation. Excessive use of wire transaction, online transaction. So students, you should memorize these points. And you must know what does they mean. Criminal offense in the UK. You see, I told you, in any way you are attached with the money laundering transaction, it is crime. Possessing, dealing, concealing, attempting or assisting, inciting others do money laundering. No, everything is wrong. Crime. Now, this is related to specially auditor. This is specially related to the auditor, these 3 points. And what these 3 points are, these 3 points are specifically related to auditor. First one is failure of an individual in the regulated sector. Auditor has to disclose money laundering suspicion to authorities. Auditor must have to disclose. And if auditor does not disclose that, it is a crime. It is a crime. Yes. Now, so if auditor does not, suspicion, even if it is a suspicion, means not sure whether money laundering has taken place, but auditor has some doubts regarding that. So they must have to disclose it. They must have to disclose it. Now, the next is secret. Yes, tipping off. Tip off. If some money laundering activity is going, investigation is going on, investigation against a party, and if I give a tip them that be careful, it is tipping off. Or I cross-question them too much that they become alert that their money laundering may gonna get caught. So they become alert, tipping off. They disclose something that might prejudice. Again, it is offense, tipping off. And if they destroy, falsify some documents, again, it is money laundering offense. Again, it is money laundering offense. Now, I hope it is clear so far. So students, yeah, these all, remember, these all topics have been tested in exam. Anti-money laundering procedure. Again, it has been tested multiple times. Every company must appoint a money laundering reporting officer, MLRO, money laundering reporting officer. Yes, the person who has experience, knowledge regarding money laundering laws and regulation and how to implement them. They should perform whenever you engage with the customer. Due diligence. For example, let me give you an example. What is due diligence? You go to the bank. Bank asks you, okay, proof of your identity. Give your NIC, proof of address, some utility bill, employment letter, source of income. There is a procedure. Actually, they are trying to identify who you are. What are source of funds? What is the purpose of bank account? What you are doing? So customer due diligence details is here. Know your client. This has been explained below. Who is client? Who control it? The nature of business, source of funds, business and economic purpose. Very important. Sometimes some business entities are sham. fake dummy entities they establish. And under the umbrella of those dummy entities, they are doing money laundering, voiding the money. They are running businesses just to show off. And in fact, businesses, they're not doing that business. They are doing something else under the umbrella of that. So what is the economic purpose of a business? Try to identify. KYC enables auditor to spot some unusual business activity. Yeah, so suspicion of money laundering so that they can report to anti-money laundering procedures. Appoint an MLRO, undertake due diligence, and report suspicion of money laundering. Suspicion. Maintain record of customers for 5 years minimum. Internal procedure. What is it? Whenever new customer comes, you have to verify references. Make relevant call to the relevant reference departments. All procedures. Train staff. Of course, we have to train the staff. Students, anyone, any question? Is it clear? Tell me, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, next. Right. So let us proceed further. The question. Very good question. It is. Discuss the implication of circumstances described in the audit senior's note. Implications. 6 marks. Explain the nature of any reporting that should be taken place by the audit senior. 3 marks. Read requirement and read marks and scenario, please. Take 2-3 minutes from me. Read it carefully. Yes. Read it carefully, please. Once you have gone through it, write done in the chat box. Everyone, please. Good. Now, so let us discuss it. You are a manager in Lark and Company and responsible for the audit of a Heron Company, an owner-managed business which operates a chain of bars and restaurants. This is your firm's first year auditing the client, and the audit for year ended 31st March 2012 is underway. The audit senior sends a note for your attention. When I was auditing revenues, I noticed something strange. Heron Company's revenue, which is almost entirely cash-based, is recognized at $5.5 million in the draft financial statements. However, the accounting system shows that till receipts for the cash paid by the customer amount to only $3.5 million. This seemed odd. So I questioned Ava Gul, the financial controller, about this. She said that Jack Heron, the company's owner, deals with the cash receipts and posts through journals. Ava asked Jack the reason for these journals. He refused to give an explanation. Now, students, you see here. What does it mean? The till receipt, cash counters, they are showing how much? 3.5. Accounting record showing, what is the difference? And who is recording? Owner himself recording. Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, there is unannounced power cut at my place today, and it is quite a weird situation for me as well. That's why usually I'm sitting in dark. My internet device just went, off. I just post shifted to my another connection. Okay, no worries. Right. Just 1 second, please. Yes, please. Now. So I was talking about this point. I will repeat the point I was discussing with you people. You see here that tills are showing sale of 3.5 million. Well, revenue recorded, that is 5.5 million in the financial statement. 5.5 million in the financial statements. This 2 million might have been added to whiten their black money or illegal money. And it might be a stage of placement. Stage of placement of money laundering. Moreover, the odd accounting of the revenues through journal is a serious question mark. Of the source of funds. Second, the entirely cash-based system of the parent company is an ideal environment for money laundering. Ideal environment for money laundering. and refusal to give an explanation for use of journals, I repeat, and refusal to give an explanation for journals being used for revenues increases the doubts of money laundering. In my opinion, this is 2 to 3 marks you have written. 2 marks minimum. Now, next. Students, when auditing cash, I noticed a payment of 2 million made by electronic transfer. Overseas financial institution, or no transfer information was available. Alarmed by the size of transaction, the lack of evidence, I questioned Jack Heron. The reason for that became aggressive. Now, the 2 million transfer, electronic transfer to overseas financial institution is the same amount, which is the difference between till receipts and the revenue recognized. Till receipts and revenue recognized. And this transfer to overseas might be part of layering stage, layering stage of money laundering. Layering stage of money laundering. And absence of any documentation regarding the transfer, absence of any documentation regarding the transfer, and aggressive attitude of Jack Heron on questioning him now. So student questioning him, yes. So it all heightens the risk of money laundering. Now the next line. The audit senior should not, now implications, implications, should not question Jack Heron too much about the transaction, as he may be tipped off. He may be tipped off. Tipped off. T-I-P-P-E-D. Tipped off. Causing tipping off offense for auditor. Yes, although the answer is given in too much detail. Yes. Lastly, implication. The auditor should consider, Lark and Company should consider whether under these circumstances they can continue finally restored, electricity restored. They can continue with the audit of Heron Company, or they should resign from it. Now 6 marks done. You see, you should be able to count the points you are making, and each point should be properly developed point. Now, nature of reporting. So reporting, I will go through it. Report. They should report MLRO, Money Laundering Reporting Officer. Who is money laundering? Nominated officer. Yes, whether they should consider whether report to authorities or not. Suspicion of money laundering. That's it. That's the end of it. So students, the remaining question I will be doing with you in the next class. Now, so the next point is, just a minute, please. So regulatory environment done. Overview of audit process. Come here. It is also called audit cycle. Audit process, because it is repeated every year. That's why it is called cycle. Repeated every year. Now, so audit process, the auditor accepts the audit, and acceptance is a full-fledged process, that whether I should accept this audit or not. Auditor has to make some working, and if accepted, then some work more is done. Then after acceptance of audit, planning and audit risk assessment. What is the audit risk? Auditor does that assessment and plan the audit. and then performs audit procedures. Audit procedures are performed. And then work is reviewed. Audit evidence is reviewed by senior managers, senior audit managers. Audit work is performed. Now, you know that controls may be tested, may not be tested. Different approaches to audit, we will talk about it. Then is the review stage of audit. And then audit report. Students, you must be able to differentiate between each stage of audit in the exam scenario. If a requirement is there, question requirement, you must be able to identify that this is the acceptance stage of audit, or it is means your discussion should be according to the state of audit. If they are there in the scenario they have given, the scenario at this stage, you cannot discuss these points here, or matters which are to be discussed here, or which have to be discussed here. For example, if they are asking you review stage, you cannot go for the planning discussion there. This is the blunder students do. Again, it is professional marks. It is related to professional marks. All these points. Now, so that's why the conceptual knowledge, which stage it is, you must be able to identify. Now, so acceptance of audit. So let us talk about it. The last topic for today. Acceptance of audit. Students, whenever a company approaches auditor for audit of its financial statements, whenever a company approaches auditor for audit of its financial statement. Now, the point is, what does the company do? So the first of all, what does auditor do? Auditor consider relevant issues, factors, if they are resolvable, not resolvable. Two possibilities are there. Resolvable, resolve and accept the audit. If not resolvable, simply reject audit. Simple as that. Now, what can be the issues? What type of those issues? I'm going to give you. That may be ethical issues. Ethics. Ethical threats. That may be related to the competence. Staff members issues. Yes. Audit team. Skills. That may be related to the means some legal issues, compliance with laws and regulations. Those issues have to be considered. So, should I proceed further? If it is clear, should I proceed further? Have you noted it down? Have you noted it down?
Sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Now. So, students, those issues can be of two types. We can categorize into two types. Practitioner related, which is basically auditor issues, Client-related issues. Client-related issues. Two types of issues. So practitioner-related issues. Auditor, I need to consider whether qualified to act as auditor. Consider as per law, qualified. Competence, skill, experience of the industry, of the work, whether they have knowledge. Staff member, available, can be hired or not. In collectively, we call it resources for audit. Any ethical threats, they have to be considered. You know, ethical threats, code of ethics. Engagement economics. What is it? If we accept this audit, the cost of audit, profit from the audit, what is the result? So engagement economics. Client is profitable client. What is the matter? Yes. Next. The next point is client-related issue. Perform client screening, due diligence. Know your client, KYC. We discussed a few minutes ago in the money laundering. Know your client. Who is the client? What are the source of funds? Who are the owners? What is the purpose of the business? Who they are? Perform client screening. There should not be politically exposed people. Politically exposed people. Who they are? Politicians. If they are, the risk is high. Client screening. Yes. Obtain references from the clients and verify those references. Communicate with outgoing auditor. Who is their outgoing auditor? Why they are leaving? Contact with them. Is there any issue with this client? Communicate. If the client we are going to audit, for example, let me give you an example. Coca-Cola. Their auditor were PwC. Now KPMG is going to be their auditor. KPMG contact PwC with their permission. They say, no, you do not contact with them. Or Coca-Cola prohibits them disclosing any information to them. It means there is something wrong at the bottom. So students, to communicate. Just a minute, please. Yeah. Done. So now Next point. Students, once we are satisfied that we have competences, the client has no issue, resolved. Now check preconditions for audit are present. Now, students, whatever we are discussing, they are international standards on auditing. Yes, although I'm telling you in the form of story, but we are discussing basically requirements of auditing standards, preconditions for audit. What is precondition? For example, they say you, Mr. Hamzah, you have to conduct a class, online class, but there will be no internet. How can I conduct without internet? You will not have a laptop, proper laptop. So precondition. Everything else is fine. You people make an agreement with me. But when I don't have the precondition which is required, what is precondition for audit? Two preconditions. Auditor will assess whether financial reporting framework being used to prepare financial statements by client is acceptable by law. Local law allow that use of that financial reporting framework. The first precondition. If that is against law, I cannot audit. That is something basic. Now, next point. Second, management of company understands and acknowledge the responsibility regarding number one, preparation of financial statement as per relevant financial reporting framework. Relevant financial reporting framework. It is their responsibility. They accept. Second, implementation of controls in the company. It is their responsibility. Management. Disclose all information required for audit to auditor. Yes, whatever I will be needed, you will provide me. Information of explanation from any person, any accounts, any books. These three things are responsibility of management. And basically, there are two preconditions, 1 and 2. Two preconditions. And student, rule is tough here. If any one of the precondition is not present, Audit cannot be accepted. Yeah. Now, students, is it clear so far? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Now, student, I am ending class here. Okay. I will be trying my best that I will be sharing these notes to you on Monday. Today, our time, I know, I had actually some emergency 2 days back. Otherwise, I would have given notes to you today. It would have been delivered to you, but due to some emergency, couldn't do that. Anyways, so in 2 days, you will be getting notes. Okay. And those enrolled students will be added to a WhatsApp group of the class. And you can download notes then, print that, and we will continue smoothly as from next class. So we have almost done acceptance. Audit methodology, I have already decided to teach here. Okay, so audit methodology, audit strategy, plan, and 315. So thank you for joining me today. So the next class, same time, we will be joining, and this is my number. You can note down my WhatsApp number, personal. Okay, this is the number of our management coordinator. Okay, right? So if you have any query, you can tell them. If they are unable to resolve, then you can reach me. This is mine. Okay, my personal WhatsApp number. So thank you. So God bless you. See you next Saturday. Till then, and the next Saturday, we will have full-fledged class. Okay, right? So take care. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.